Hi everyone, welcome to Apex Point Racing League ProAm Division Round 4 at Grand Valley. As you can see, I've qualified a lot better this time. I've managed to qualify in third position, so there was some high hopes for a decent result. Unfortunately, this race has some lowlights to it, which you'll soon see. And we're off. So I mentioned at the start intro that this wasn't the greatest of races, and it won't take long for you to see why. So I don't get the best exit coming out of that corner, and I kind of hold Pitmaster back a little bit. That gives Wallfinder a bit of a run, and unfortunately Wallfinder gets his braking a little bit out, and I'm basically stuck back there. So once I got spun and eventually got ghosted, I had to kind of just stay where I was. Couldn't really move because I had to let all the cars pass. So you see, I actually rolled forward to try and give space, let the cars pass, and then carry on with the race. Just an unfortunate incident where Wallfinder just didn't quite pull up on time, but as you can see, he decides to wait. So he's punished himself just as much as I've been punished now. I didn't get any damage out of it because I didn't hit the barrier hard. Wallfinder hasn't got any damage out of it either. But unfortunately we are a long way behind the pack now. So fair to say, probably wasn't in the best mood at this point in time. After qualifying third, I had high hopes of maybe producing a half decent result in this race. And right now I was probably driving a little bit angry and frustrated. So I've skipped ahead to lap 3. As you can see, Wallfinder's just following me at the moment, and we've caught up to the pack. So we've now caught up to the back of the pack. Bit of a bottleneck happening up ahead. See, DC's having a bit of a dig now on Angus, but he hasn't had the best of runs, so I've attacked. But just as I catch the pack, so I've just caught the pack, I'm starting to do some positions, and now you'll notice my hazard lights are about to go on. My controller and my PSVR2 is now disconnected, and the car is now in autopilot. I'm not driving at the moment. It goes wild and nearly take out Wallfinder. Car slows right down. So I'm still in autopilot. Right now I'm frantically trying to get my controller turned back on. Can't even exit the game because I've got no control over what's going on. So started in third place, went to the back of the pack after being tapped on lap 1, and then start of lap 4 in autopilot. You'll notice now that hazard lights are about to come back off, and there we are. I'm now back in control. a bit disorientated trying to work out where I am on the track. But I am now officially back in control of the car. Not dead last. Unfortunately, Atlantis had a crash, so he's behind me. But I'm a long way behind Real DC. So I've skipped ahead to lap 6 because I've once again finally caught back up to the pack again. Now this race is 27 laps. You've got to use the medium tyres and the soft tyres. Some of these guys are on medium tyres, which is why I've managed to catch them so quickly. Although Real DC is actually on softs. He's struggling, so he gives me a very wide berth to get past. He probably knew I was driving angry. So one compulsory stop, a tank lasts about 16 laps. My plan was to start on the softs, do 16 laps on the softs, and just try and, because I was starting in third, I just want to try and gap the field as much as I could, and then do an 11 lap stint. Now instead of gapping the field, I'm using the softs to actually try and catch the field ahead. But Angus has crashed, so we've just taken up another position. So I'm not the only one that had some misfortune in this race. Might just spend a bit of time admiring my new livery, slightly tweaked from the previous 2 rounds. Pity that its debut race with this livery turned out so poor, but anyway. I'm now on the hunt for V-Man. Now V-Man is on medium, so I definitely have a pure tyre advantage. You can see he's in last 2 laps were 51s and 52s. I'm in the 48s, so I'm catching him 2.5–3 seconds a lap. And I'm driving angry. You can see now I'm physically starting to get closer to V-Man. Shout out to V-Man again. I think he's already posted his replay. So I've now got V-Man in my sights, playing catch up. I figured he must have been on the mediums given how quickly I caught him. But this is not the easiest track to pass. There's only a couple of places. Setting up a good exit here is one of the places where you can maybe try and get a run on someone. Didn't quite get that right. And the hairpin, final hairpin they're approaching right now, either diving in late braking or getting a good exit down the main straight is another opportunity to pass. And I was trying to set that up on this lap, and as you can see I got a bit crossed up. So that took away any chance this lap to take him down the main straight after crossing it up coming out of that corner. You can see I'm lifting. That's normally flat through there. Last thing I want to do is take out V-Man and then end up being on his highlight reels in his videos. Bardo taking out V-Man. So it's a bit of a reset. Got a good gap now from real DC, so no threat at the moment there. Just got to be patient. Got a similar exit to V-Man there. I was hoping to try and get any slip here and get beside him for the hairpin, but didn't work out that way. So now it's about trying to get a really good exit here now, which I do. V-Man goes a little bit defensive and I'm having none of it. I'm going, I don't care mate, I'm going on the inside. I was having none of it, I was going. Sorry V-Man, I was going no matter what. Go back and have another little look at that. V-Man lifts there. Scrape the wall on the way through. So recovered back to 11th after two incidents. And appear to be making ground on Ant as well. So I've skipped ahead just a little bit to the start of lap 11. We were sort of in lap 10 before, because you can see I've closed right in on Ant. Nelly actually rear-ended him there. Trying to work out how do I set up a pass against Ant. But he doesn't get the best exit here. And that gives me the opportunity to get up on the inside and dive in on the inside. Had to go defensive here now because he's now got my slip. So went quite defensive. So a couple of cars have also pitted, so we're into 8th. Right behind Dr. Speed now. Got a good run. He leaves the door open, so I take it. Side by side. Oh, and I think he wanted to go in the pits there. And I blocked him. Just go back. There's no indicator, so... But he puts the brakes on, so I don't know if he decided he wanted to pit and then realised he couldn't. Anyway, took away his opportunity to go in the pits, and I've now moved my way into 7th, although that's not real 7th because there are some cars that have been in the pits. So at the moment it appears like there's a bit of a recovery happening from me. Next car up in front is Speedy, Speed Racer, my teammate. Mr. Consistent, that's what I call Speedy, Mr. Consistent. Just punches out the laps consistent, never crashes, never seems to have any incidents. So I skipped ahead to the end of lap 15. Pitmaster's gone into the pits on softs after 15 laps. It's probably 1 lap earlier. Maybe having fuel problem, because certainly tyre wear wasn't massive. Starting to catch Speedy slowly, but also coming to the end of my first stint on the softs and about to go onto the mediums. Such a hard part of the track to get right, this part. The replay views of this track is quite cinematic. Anyway, you can see the other cars are on the same strategy as me. There's a few that are in the pits now after 16 laps and almost out of fuel. Speedy dives into the pits. I dive into the pits. Speedy down to 0 fuel. I just made it. So I've come out of the pits in 10th position. Still got Speedy directly in front of me. I think V-Man at this point in time has already done his second pit stop as well. I think he's now on the softs. Yes, he is. Reasonable gap behind. So now I'm trying to catch my teammate. All nicely spread out. Boxer Speed's got a 1 second penalty. So I skipped ahead to lap 21. I'm behind Speedy now, I'm close to Speedy. Stinky's ahead of Speedy in 7th place. Stinky gets on the gas a bit too early and loses it. Gets on the gravel, does manage to save it without any damage, or actually no, he did cop some damage, but myself and Speedy get past him, and with that damage, to be honest, he's going to be struggling from here on. So up to 8th at the end of 21 laps. Trying to catch my teammate. It's at this point in time I'm thinking, well, started third, ended up at the back of the pack due to being spun whilst trying to recover, having a disconnect back in 14th again after the disconnect. So to be in 8th, I was actually quite lucky to be in 8th at this point in time. And trying to put pressure on my teammate. There's no team orders here. We obviously respect each other and help each other out when we can, but in this situation where it's just every man for themselves. So Speedy's driving as hard as he can and I'm driving as hard as I can to try and catch him. And no matter how hard I tried, every time I got close to Speedy, he managed to pull back away again. So I was just trying and trying. But just couldn't quite get close enough. So I've skipped ahead to lap 24 because at this point in time I'd given up on trying to catch Speedy, and I was just thinking just hold 8th place and be grateful really for 8th. But instead of doing that, I come around the corner here, get on the gas a bit too early and whack. And there's cars coming, so I'm kind of stuck around. I couldn't reverse all the way, otherwise I would have reversed straight in the racing line. So I'm trying to turn around without going on the other side of the road in the racing line, and I've lost a good, I don't know, 10 seconds. And I've now got damage. So I've lost the position to Stinky and V-Man, and I'm carrying damage now on the medium tyres. With Dr. Speed coming behind and Real DC coming behind. Now this damage unfortunately was really killing me. The lap times come way down. So I've skipped ahead to end of lap 26. You can see Dr. Speed's closing in on me very quickly. My lap times are not great. And with every lap from that crash I could just see Dr. Speed getting closer and closer every lap, including closing in here. He's even off the throttle there. So I wanted to try and hold 10th place if I could, but at the same time there's no point blocking you when you're the walking wounded. I'm just trying to drive smooth, stick to the racing line and just let him earn it. If he's going to pass me, let him earn it. He has a little bit of a look, decides better of it. But he's all over me. This is where I'm really vulnerable. Even with him losing traction on corner exit, he's still right behind me and right on my tail. So I don't bother to defend, I cave. Give him plenty of room. And now I've got Real DC behind me, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't know why Real DC didn't pass me to this day. He's bumping me. He could have easily passed me there, dropped me another position, but for some reason he decided to not do it.